You do not belong there. And you were upstairs last time I saw you. What the... First of all, why is your little friend there? Second of all, we talked about the eggs. Ow. Right.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm up. Sorry, I came up from the... Hi.
Goodness gracious.
You alright?
Yes, but I did not expect you.
Yeah, I probably should have reached out or something.
No, I mean, you're fine. It is a public library.
This is fair. I wanted to come talk to you, actually.
About?
So I found a thing. I was wondering...
Thing.
Yeah, a thing. I was wondering how much you know about phoenixes.
What the... What? What the actual hell is that?
It's a phoenix egg.
Huh?
It's a phoenix egg.
So you're telling me those are real? Those are genuinely. It's not.
I
Just,
know.
I was
surprised too.
It's not just something from Virgil's ridiculous mind map. It's an actual thing. What
Virgil's
do you mean? That's...
mind map. That's right. He had a whole space for them, didn't he?
Yeah. They were saying something about how they're real, but I'm not sure if he really fully believed it himself. How did you
apparently
get this?
Gavrin's got one too.
Yes.
Okay.
So much I've heard. What? How? Explain, please.
Okay. That kind of means I have to start from the beginning. And the beginning is not great, so I need you to kind of hold on to your seat a little bit.
Metaphorically, or do you want me to
metaphorically?
Because I can't.
Metaphorically is fine.
All right.
So Viviana.
Yes, the dangerous, very unfriendly bird.
Yes. So she kidnapped Sylph and also Vast.
Are they all right?
They're all right.
Oh,
Rune
thank
and I,
goodness.
Vast saved Sylph, and then Rune and I saved Vast. But in the process,
Gracious.
I killed Viviana.
Well, that seems like a very logical step, considering everything I've heard about her. Is that
I'm glad
is that
you think so.
is that egg going to be alright just sitting on the floor of my office?
Oh yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I'm afraid it's going to like. Is it like alive? Can it hatch? I don't know. We already have a lot of birds in the library.
It's been just kind of sitting on. I built it a little like room. It's just been kind of there, but it sounds and feels alive, like it's warm.
Well, if a baby phoenix gets born in the library, that's on you. How are there even eggs for them? Isn't that does not correlate with the mythology I've read? Sorry, you were in the midst of explaining. You were explaining something.
Something went wrong, and I ended up getting a little bit hurt. And it was.
Are you alright?
I'm okay.
That's
it was
good.
just really overwhelming, and there was a lot going on at once. So I kind of booked it for a little bit.
Understandable.
And in the direction I went, I apparently set up my camp near the temple where I found this.
It wasn't a temple?
Yeah.
Like an ancient a ruin, or what am I supposed to?
It was a little decrepit and broken down, but it was still floating.
That is impressive.
It was this like huge black stone monument. It was covered in lava and had beacons, and it was it was crazy. But yeah.
Wait, I thought the beacons were Runetheon's invention.
Rune figured out how to make them because of the beacons that were at the water temple when Vast and Gavrin went.
I see. It all sounds a little bit insane, but I'm following.
Yeah, it's a little bit insane, but Mojave came and picked me up because I was being stupid and I didn't want to come back, but they came and got me and we found it together, and now I'm back and here to stay, and now I have this. So
and now you have a legendary bird egg in your pocket.
Yeah.
Which that is confusing though. Why would they have eggs? Their whole thing is from the mythology I have read, their thing is they get reborn out of ashes. I actually just transcribed a little bit about it.
Really?
Yes, Virgil sort of. He didn't directly. He sort of indirectly suggested I should be writing down some of the myths and legends I know and maybe bind them or something. So I've been collecting and sorting them. And it's not quite a story. I think it's originally a poem. I could just retain one little fragment. It's I think it's this one, yeah. If you wanted to, it should be on the last of the pages. I don't even remember when I first found that. Just sort of
born in every
it.
century, died in flames. Halls of the rich framed in gold. Huh.
Thank you.
Well, definitely born in flames.
Yes, but that is where I'm confused, because the whole thing is that they get reborn out of a fire. Which kind of means they don't have a need for an egg like a regular bird would. I don't know. That's the crux with legends not always making sense because they're only seeds of truth and not full truth. It's kind of the whole reason they...
Are you doing okay?
What do you mean?
Sorry, just... I don't want to pry, but I'm pretty good at reading body language, and you don't seem the most comfortable in the world right now.
Yes, well... I know I'm being stupid about it. But the options at this point were between bandages and nothing at all, and I would rather take the bandages because Mojave decided that they can take things that I was not prepared to get rid of. I'm sorry, I'm being stupid. I'm fine.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's just... Is it your chest?
Yes. I am being careful about it. I'm not being a complete idiot. Not binding too tightly, only wearing them for about 3 or 4 hours at maximum.
Well, that's good, but it's still a risk.
Well, I know that, but Mojave has thrown away the only functioning binder I had. I presume, anyway. I don't know what they did with it, and I've not had the chance to go to the P-Foul to request a new one.
Well... Got me thinking.
In what way?
I'm not, like, the best tailor in the world, but I made, like, my own Halloween costume. Or the costume for the party.
Yes, it was impressive. And I see you updated your outfit a little as well.
It's Mojave's. I don't have another shirt.
You made yourself an entire dragon costume. But you didn't make yourself a second shirt.
Listen, I never claimed to be smart, okay?
I don't know.
And fabric's kind of hard to come by, but I could try and make something. If it would help.
I wouldn't want to bother you about it.
Okay. Just as long as you're alright.
I will be. Sorry,
Your hair is getting all up in your face.
Yes, and I don't know. It's the between the hair and the bandages and the pelican eggs. It's a lot.
Pelican eggs?
There's now 2 pelicans in this library, and both of them are intent on laying eggs everywhere. There is too many birds in this library. And I understand that Ha and Ha are here because they...
I'm sorry, who?
The
I don't think I've ever heard those names.
The ravens by the door. Virgil's ravens.
Oh! I don't think I've ever heard their names.
To be fair, I don't think I'm pronouncing them correctly. I don't know.
It's okay.
I don't know how to... I don't speak Raven. But...
You're doing your best. It's okay. I'm sure they appreciate it anyway. I mean... if I can't help with the binder, maybe I can help with the hair. I'm not particularly good at it, but I do know how to braid a little bit. Maybe you can keep it out of your face. If you're okay with that. I know we're not super close, but...
No, it's... That would be nice, actually.
Yeah?
Mm. But you don't have to. I'm fine.
No, I want to help.
All right.
That's part of my, staying here arc is helping people and being around and actually connecting with people.
I see. I don't know. It's kind of very messy.
That's okay.
It's just
I can get my nails through it. That's enough.
That's fair, I suppose.
Dang, you do have a couple of snarls back here. What happened?
Truthfully, I do not know.
Here we go. Try that out. How's it feel?
A lot less in my way and a lot less overwhelming.
Good.
Thank you. Would you like some bread? I don't have a lot left, but
bread?
Sure. I may or may not have stress baked.
Stress bake? You stress bake?
Yes, I found a book on bread and I made a lot of it after the costume party and everything.
Yeah. Well, I can't eat it right now, but I'm sure I will enjoy it when I can.
It does last long.
Good. Good. I heard you and Mo were getting along.
I mean, I suppose
there's
case in point. There's so many of them. I'm pretty sure
Why?
I don't know.
Oh god, that's why. All of them are full. All of the houses are full. That's why.
Yes, and there's also eggs in every available box and barrel at this point.
Maybe you guys should have a lava pit at this point.
In a library. Around flammable books.
Yeah, why not?
I can think of so many reasons why not.
Listen. I'm gonna stick that in there. I mean, you could have it outside. Just to have them, a spot to clear things.
I suppose. I don't know, this...
You could go dump them all on Marcel.
I mean, this is... my space, but the library is not mine, so I wouldn't want to, build something new or add something without Pietro and Virgil's consent. It's their place. It's not. This part is mine, though.
Well, that's fair. But yeah, I was staying with Mojave for a bit after I got back because I didn't want to be alone.
Understandable.
And they'd mentioned that you two were getting along. So
I mean, I suppose so. We are no longer... We talked and they explained what had happened with Mirasol, which, in all fairness, I was very rash to blame them for something that objectively was not their fault. And so I suppose, I mean, we are back to whatever type of relationship where they see fit to steal my things and make fun of me. So
sounds like a sibling to me.
I mean, they said that you and they are sort of have that going for yourselves, a sibling thing.
Kind of similar, yeah, a little bit. I mean, I didn't have siblings, so I don't know. But I don't know, they feel like a good, like, just a good.
Just a good?
Just a
capitalized good?
Yes.
I suppose they are.
How do you feel about that?
About what?
I don't know, the whole family dynamic thing.
I mean, it's not really my call to make, is it? If they've declared you family, then that is their call to make. And I mean, I suppose if we go of traditional family trees, then that would make you and I also siblings. But I'm even surprised that Mojave would want me as a brother. So I don't know how to be anybody's brother. So I won't blame you if you don't.
Well, no. I don't think it's necessarily about knowing how to be somebody's sibling. I think it's just...
I don't know. It's...
You're good enough for Mo.
I'm really not. I barely act like me around Mo. I don't even know what I act like. When I'm around Mo, I mimic what Mirasol was acting like around them, because they had the older sibling, younger sibling dynamic down, and they sort of roped me into it. Mirasol sort of roped me into it, and Mojave pulled through with that. So I started mimicking, and I don't. It's what starlings do. Starlings mimic, and some starlings mimic voice, and I guess I mimic behaviors, and I don't.
Elle. Mojave wouldn't have pulled you into that if you weren't good enough. Even before Mirasol.
Well, when I met them, they already had Mirasol. Mirasol actually kind of crashed into me. That's how we met. They sent my books pretty much flying to the ground. And I'm pretty sure I yelled at them for it.
I mean, did you always mimic Mirasol?
Pretty early on. I don't know when I started doing it, but I hardly know how to be a person. I don't know how to be... I still don't know how I managed to actually make friends here. I have no idea how I managed to trick Pietro and Virgil into liking me and wanting me around, and
I don't think you tricked them into anything. I think they just like you. I like you. You're book smart, you're analytical. You tend to always bring a little bit of a... I don't know, there's a certain spark about you that I like.
Why do I have the feeling that if I try to argue against that, you're just going to find more ways of telling me that that is not trickery and that that is not...
Because I know what it's like to trick people. I know what it looks like to be tricked. I don't think you're tricking anybody. You're just trying to live. And figure out your place, just like the rest of us. And I know a little too much about that.
Fair enough. Sorry, I didn't mean to dump all of that.
If you apologize at me unnecessarily again, I will charge you money.
Well, I do not have money. That's part of why I've not been at Gavrin's yet.
Then I'll charge you bread.
Well, I already give people bread, so that works. Fine, I shall not apologize, even though I feel like I should.
Well, the feeling of needing to apologize isn't always necessary. Don't you lay another egg. Don't you do it.
If there is anything that needs to apologize in this library, then it is the god-darn pelican.
It is the pelican.
We discussed this. We had this conversation 3 times just today.
Don't do it.
Too late. This is the 5th one today. I don't know if it's healthy for you to be producing that many, frankly.
No, I don't think it is.
Yes, and now
it's something wrong with you.
There's so many birds in this library, and Virgil actually said that maybe we should start charging the pelican rent.
That'd be good. That'd be good.
I don't know. It is in Pietro's area, though.
Oh.
Granted, currently that area is also being taken up by the rest of Virgil's things. So, I don't know. Pietro's been pretty busy.
You know what I forgot about?
What did you forget about?
The fact that the void exists. We don't need a lava pit. You have the void. To just throw things into.
I'm sorry. We are actively dealing with a very terrifying illness. Probably stemming from the void.
Yeah, feed it.
And
why not?
You forgot that the void exists.
Listen. I never claimed to be the best at remembering things, nor did I claim to be smart.
I shall not
believe
comment.
I might have. Hey!
Anyways, these are ha and ha. It sounds different every time I say it.
Ah, okay, I see. I see.
do not know which one is which. Virgil has explained it to me several times, and I can never retain it. I usually can retain everything, but those... I try my best.
Just these two is...
I have a hard time even retaining the proper pronunciation of their names. Since they're very much... I don't know if it is because Virgil is a Raven avian. Maybe he has some sort of genetic advantage to making croaking noises. I don't know.
I don't know.
But I try because the birds are important to them. So I try to remember their names.
And you thought you were tricking people. No, you're just nice.
Okay, but consider
No.
being nice is the trick.
No.
Yeah, I didn't quite believe myself either.
Mm-hmm. I had another thing that maybe I wanted to show you, actually.
All right.
I've been hard at work. If you take a look down here, you'll notice a new building.
Oh, I'm noticing 2 new buildings.
That one over there, the one with the nice glass in pink, is Nemo's art studio. At least that's what the sign said.
And what is this then?
This is my masterpiece. So this is a dojo.
A what?
A dojo, a training hall.
Ah. For...
Come on, I'll show you.
Oh, goodness, stairs. For once, I might actually agree with Mojave on their opinion on stairs.
Can I ask why you don't fly? Is there a reason? Or is that too personal?
No, it's... I mean, I've told Nemo about it as well. It's... I didn't grow up with my birth flock. I suppose it was in a way an orphanage, and there weren't any other starlings, but I've always kind of... It always felt like starlings fly in a very particular way. We fly in something called a murmuration. It's a very, very big flock, talking hundreds of birds. And whenever I do fly, it feels like it's like I can feel how wrong it is that there's not a murmuration. That there's just me, and then I usually start having existential dread, and then I panic, and then I have to keep flying until I quite literally crash. Oh, look at that! It's a little you.
It is a little me. Yeah. They like it here.
The bird half, anyway.
The bird half, yeah. Thanks.
I've heard Mojave complain about the lizards in and around their instruments.
Yeah, they're messy eaters. They kind of get things everywhere. But that's not my fault. That's on them.
Yes, that does seem like they. Is a Kingfisher Dojo coming soon?
Yeah, it's not quite done. I still have some like stuff that I want to put up. Like I want to put some art on the ceiling because I can, and I want to put up like drawings of forms and stuff for people to practice and follow if I'm not here.
This is remarkable.
Thank you. It's even got a pool.
There's a joke at the tip of my tongue about kingfishers and water, but I'm not quite getting there.
What?
You know, I don't know why I know this, but another name for them in a different language translates to ice bird.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't really know what language it is. I just remember a song that lists a lot of birds, and I remember curse words. I don't know who taught me.
You know, that's all right. But there's also this room over here, which I think you might actually like. This is decompression room. So you get your own little buddies. Yeah! You get your own little buddies to sit with, and there's fish down here, and there's like a big couch, and there's books, and there's plenty of things to keep you occupied. And it's just a quiet space that's not full of birds laying eggs constantly.
Yes.
But it's also for, like, if you ever use any of the other facilities, like, the actual training pit at the top, or the gym on the other side, or the pool. It's just a good place to wind down.
Fair. How long did you spend on this?
A few days.
Did you sleep? I know that is very ironic coming from me, but I am sort of in the habit of asking now.
I just woke up, so yes.
That is
But there's
good.
even like a little indoor gym. If you got some anger you need to vent out, you can just smack the things. It's great.
You put a lot of work into this. It's impressive.
Yeah, so the reason this whole thing started was because Rune and Nemo asked me to teach them how to fight.
Yes, Nemo told me about that.
Yeah.
It said that
we
it
started.
would take notes for me. I'm not exactly I'm not made for fighting. I'm made for books and bread, apparently.
Well, I mean, this is as good a place as any to learn a little bit. If you wanted to.
I suppose. I considering the amount of monsters around, I probably should. Considering
Yeah.
I mean, I have this, and I have this.
Elwood.
The most I've done is chuck rocks at things from a distance and hope that they go away. I don't know how to fight. I never killed a truly dangerous mob until I think I dealt like one killing blow or something to one of the terrifying things at the costume party, and that is the extent of my fighting knowledge. Is I throw rocks at things until they leave me alone.
Oh my god. Well, we need to get you a slingshot. In that case.
That might actually be useful, yes.
That, or I can teach you how to use a bow.
That could work. I don't know if I have the... I'd have to see if I have the physical strength to properly pull a bow, but...
I mean, I've got spares in there. You want to see?
I don't know how good my aim is going to be, considering the whole bandage
not that one.
thing.
This one. Well, there are also these things called crossbows that are super helpful. If you can't pull a bow all the way back, you can load it.
So these are then more like bolts, then?
Yeah.
I don't
Try
know,
and hit me with it.
Like... Why would I want to hit you with it?
I'm your instructor right now. Try to hit me with it. I promise you're not going to hurt me.
Alright.
Yeah!
I'm so
now I can eat your
sorry.
bread. Don't be sorry. I told you to.
There's
How'd that feel?
There's a bolt sticking out of you.
That's fine. It'll go away. This bread is really good. Mm.
Thanks.
How'd that feel?
Like I was shooting a bolt out of a crossbow. I don't know what answer you're looking for. Didn't feel I didn't hurt myself. I suppose that's a good thing, especially considering that I am not being necessarily the safest with.
Try holding the crossbow again.
Right.
How does it feel in your hand? Do you feel steady with it? Are you confident?
I feel like the more you're asking me to try and describe how I'm feeling, the less confident I'm feeling.
That's fair.
I also don't want to be aiming at you.
That's fair.
if we're supposed to be siblings, then I don't think I should be doing that. That does not seem like a very good way of.
Well, you never know.
Starting.
Siblings kind of beat the crap out of each other all the time, from what I've heard. But
I don't know about beating the crap out of each other, but I do know about stealing pens and switching salt and sugar and sand.
I heard about the sand and the sugar.
Yes.
Why don't you keep that and practice with it on actual things and not people and see how it feels?
Yes, that might be. Thank you. Yeah. I'm really bad at the being social thing.
It's okay. It's okay. We learn. We learn.
I suppose we do.
Here, I'll walk you back up to the library.
I don't know if I can make it up the stairs again. I think I need to take off the bandages. But my house is somewhere.
Right over here?
Yes, it's where the party was.
Mhm.
So somewhere.
The little
yonder.
kingfishers everywhere.
Yes, they. Well, if you're going to make them a little pond in front of your. What did you call it? Your masterpiece?
My dojo.
Yes, and you also called it your masterpiece. I was.
Yeah, I'm really proud of it.
Rightfully so. It's impressive. I will warn you, there is at least one moth in there.
I don't know about that. Your door's open.
Oh, scheiße. Nope, it's still there. Alright, little guy. It came in here and then it just decided to not leave. There were actually two at some point, but the other one left and that one stayed. And Nemo said that it wants to stay here, and I mean it's not doing any harm, so it just sits up there.
He's so cute.
It's just up there and and chitters.
Well, that's life without a little noise.
Life without a little noise is quiet.
Yeah, but it's unnatural.
Fair enough.
Take care of yourself.
I will. I'll see about talking to the PFA one of these days.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, their shop has been closed. There's a little closing sign in front of it.
Yeah.
So
he's got Sylph. Sylph hasn't woken up since Viviana.
I know. I was there. I don't know. It's maybe stupid, but I read to Sylph.
Yeah.
I don't really know Sylph. Sylph was there when they and Runthian found my book and they gave me back my book, and I was still a bit out of it because I had crashed into Virgil's telescope. It's a very sturdy telescope, and I'm not a very sturdy person.
Well, hopefully you'll be a little bit more sturdy here soon.
We'll see. We'll see about that. I believe one of the kingfishers followed you. Here, I could see it out of the window.
That's fine.
Maybe it's waiting for you to
They'll come and go.
home yourself. Fair enough.
Yeah. Take care of yourself. And
you too.
I think I'm also okay extending the sibling title to you, if you want it.
I think I'd like that.
Then I guess we got ourselves a little family.
I suppose so. Oh god, now Mojave's going to extra push the family dinners thing.
Huh?
Oh yeah, they have Did they not tell you about their glorious idea of family dinners?
No.
Every week?
Oh no.
Yes, Then they were... At first it was like our family, and then I pointed out that our family is kind of just us two. And then they said it could just be any family, and that we should invite Virgil and Pietro because they're a family, and them and I are a family. And I don't... To be fair, I think that might have been one of their ploys to just... They have a thing about... They're being very weird about the... I don't know, I'm not entirely on board with their idea, but now if we are a proper family, they're definitely going to force us to do family dinners.
Oh, great. Well, I look forward to it, I say with sarcasm dripping from my mouth.
They can usually cook, so you're not going to get food poisoning.
No, I know. They've been cooking for me. I got fish from them, so...
Yes, they made a whole fishing pond.
I saw. But I'm gonna go.
Alright. See you around, I suppose.
Yeah.
Be careful around the void. I know that you live down there.
I will. Bye, Elwood.
Bye.